NASCAR is back, and it felt good. We have missed NASCAR for 71 days, and when we heard those engines fire for the first time in forever, I got goosebumps. While it was completely different, no fans, lots of health protocols in place, in the end though, Kevin Harvick gets his first win of 2020 and the 50th win of his career. A few things I would like to discuss here that I took away. Let's break it down right now from the start. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. spun out off of turn 2, careened off the inside backstretch wall, and ended his day without completing a single lap. And a lot of people were saying that it's because Stenhouse has no talent, but it's not. First off, Stenhouse has 2 wins. I don't care if it's on super speedways or not. But the real thing is, these drivers were just a little antsy. They hadn't raced in 2 months and had no prior track experience. Remember, this was a completely green track, no practice whatsoever. It's completely different than Speed Weeks a few months ago in Daytona because, you know, they're definitely getting practice a week before the race. Anyway, moving on. Martin Truex Jr. as well, he was having issues in the beginning of the race, falling back to around the top 30, and apparently Cole Pearn, MTJ's former crew chief, had tweeted out that the 19 got a hole in the nose on the lap 1 crash, hence the big patch on the right side of the nose that clearly they can't see from the TV booth, regardless of how big it is. He recovered though to a 6th place finish, and it was his first top 10 finish of the year. Hendrick Motorsports as well. They looked like they were going to have a great day with all 4 of their cars. In the final laps of Stage 1, all 4 Hendrick cars inside the top 10, and Jimmy Johnson was leading for 9 laps in a long run, the longest run of Stage 1, obviously. But on the final lap, out of turn number 2 in Stage 1, while trying to lap Chris Buescher, Buescher checked up too much, Johnson bumps him, the 48 spins out and damages the front in a tough break for the 7-time champion. I know a lot of people would blame Johnson. Some people blame Buescher. I saw it as pretty much a racing deal. Johnson's trying to lap Buescher. Buescher's trying to let Johnson go by. So I thought it was a racing deal there. Cliff Daniels, though, did say, don't give up. We had a great Stage 1. You're a BA. I think you guys all know what that means as well. And they got Wednesday at Darlington at least. That's the big positive thing. We'll talk about that in just a moment. Jimmy, though, he's shown a lot of improvement in what is still his final season, but it's just been tough luck. Then a few laps later, lap 111, William Byron spun out in turn 3 after getting into the wall in 2. Bowman led 41 laps, though, in the race. He finished runner-up to Kevin Harvick, while Chase Elliott cruised to a 4th position finish. It's the first time since 2014 that Rick Hendrick has had 2 cars finish inside the top 5 at Darlington. In fact, let's give you the entire top 10 right now from today's race. Harvick with the win, Bowman 2nd, Kurt Busch 3rd, Chase Elliott 4th, Denny Hamlin 5th, Martin Truex Jr. 6th, Tyler Reddick 7th, Eric Jones 8th, John Hunter Nemechek 9th, and Matt Kenseth 10th. I'll get to a lot of those drivers in just a moment, though. Late in the race, though, as the track got rubbered in, Kevin Harvick had the better car in the end. He led 159 laps, most laps led today in the first daytime race at Darlington since 2007, and the first 400-miler since 2004. Crew Chief Ronnie Childers said in the post-race Zoom press conference that it's realistic that they could use the car Wednesday, but they don't know yet. Teams don't have to use the same car they used today for Wednesday. They can go back to the shops in North Carolina and switch it back. In fact, those haulers should be in North Carolina shortly or back to their shops as we are recording this. Off of the key storylines, the return of Matt Kenseth and Ryan Newman. Matt Kenseth rounded out the top 10 in his first Cup race since 2018. A great run for him. And Ryan Newman, his first race since his scary accident at a Daytona 500 on the final lap, finishes in 15th place. He had a spin, which was, I believe, the final caution in the race, but luckily rebounded, still finished on the lead lap, though. How about the job as well for rookies? John Hunter Nemechek in the 38, best finish in the Cup Series, the first top 10 for Front Row Motorsports on a non-super speedway in 3 years. Tyler Reddick also finished 7th. Those rookies doing great today. The vital statistics from the race: 10 yellows in the race for 57 laps. An average run lasted 21.5 laps. 11 lead changes. Margin of victory, 2.154 seconds. The points standings still have Harvick in the lead, 28 points up on Alex Bowman. Multi-winner Joey Logano this season, he's currently 3rd. Chris Buescher right now, it says he has the final spot via a tiebreaker over Eric Jones, but technically right now the 16th spot would be Eric Jones by 4 points. Kyle Larson still technically is in the top 16, so he's still in the playoffs, but remember, he does not have a waiver if he does get reinstated by NASCAR and gets another ride before the playoffs begin. Wednesday night at Darlington, remember, it's an inverted lineup, 1 through 20 from today. They will invert, so that means Ryan Preece starts on pole, Ty Dillon starts in 2nd. Today, though, everything looked like it went smoothly. Racing went smoothly. The teams, with all the protocols, the masks they had to wear, health, social distancing, that went fine. Broadcast, Fox had to broadcast, Mike Joy and Jeff Gordon. From the Fox Studios in Charlotte, they have Regan Smith as their pit reporter and their director, producer, etc., all at the track. MRN had staff in from North Carolina down to South Carolina. They had to switch at the broadcast booth as well. Everything looks like went smooth there as well. Media members, I liked how they had the full media members in the press box, and some of that's going to change as well for Wednesday for the Cup race there. But it feels good, though, to have NASCAR back in our lives. Tuesday night, we've got the Xfinity Series race at Darlington, the front row. It's all junior motorsports. Noah Gragson on the pole, Michael Annett starting 2nd. Kyle Busch, he's also in this Xfinity race. Remember, he's competing in all 7 races in 11 days. However, though, he's got to come from the 26th position. I got RSN Trackside with Kelvin Wednesday night. Pretty much a pre-race show on Facebook at 7 p.m. before the Cup race at Darlington Wednesday night. Let me know what you guys thought of today's Cup race in the comments. Thank goodness NASCAR's back. We are looking forward to getting back to these post-race recaps. I'm Marty. I'll talk to you all in the next video. And until then, peace out.